What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, so the frost line is not 18 inches. So all of this was for nothing, because I'm going to be running water and air, fiber, and all that good stuff through PEX. And if it's not below the frost line, it's all a moot point. So have an excavator that's rented for tomorrow to make this 36 inches. Because I never want to think about it again. Right, Blake? And got all the electrical in from Eddie with the orange boat, which that one sold too, right here. So that is that's 150 feet of 4442 or 4/4/4/4/2 service entry wire. So it's pretty beefy. And then here's my load center, or my my panel. Here's the 6/2 wire for the, what the hell, the runs, and a bunch of breakers, all the good stuff. So all right, well, I'm gonna rig up this hoist here, so the rafters, and pull this 150-pound thing out of the back of the truck. It is the next weekend, and I'm an idiot for using a trencher at all, because the frost line's at 30 inches and I went down to 18. So we are fixing the driveway and digging this out and gonna be done with it. Jake's being a master excavator. Clean this lens. So the goal here today is to trench all this out 12 foot or 12 inches wide down to 36 inches. Once we do that, then I can lay my water line at the very bottom of it through PEX and infill it just a small amount, and then put the conduit, the 3-inch PVC conduit up there in the garage, into it. So right now we're just trying to drain all the water out of this thing so we can actually start working it. So once this is done, we'll lay the conduit, and we'll be able to go up to about 10 feet away from the house, where I'll have to just do it at my leisure as I get a core drill or some sort of hammer drill to get through the foundation. So yep, it's coming along, but it'll probably be quite a lot of excavatoring. The hole is plenty deep. That's what 36 inches is.
All they do it, lines go in the valve.
I know.
Even though having the trench there does help, best place to get to your box.
Yeah.
Did you bring an extra change of clothes with you?
No. I'll just hit a Walmart or something on the way to Jake's.
All right, so Ryan has strung out the 2224 aluminum wire from the shop. to the porch, and we have quite a bit left over, so that'll be good. And 150 foot spool. And now we have 300 feet of 3/4 inch PEX A. So now we're gonna string this out, let the sun get it flat, cut it in half so we have two 150 foot sections, and then that'll be air and water from the house to the shop. They're digging a pit so that we can bring the mule tape through the PVC and start the whole process. So we're gonna work our way from the shop and stick the wire into the big 3-foot swooping 90 big radius 3-inch PVC, and then have we're gonna slide the other conduits over this entire length and down into the trench, instead of having to pull this entire wire through the inside of the trench. This is where we are rolling the PEX out so that it can rest in the sunlight and untangle itself, but just as soon as we do that, the sunlight goes away. This is what I should have done from the get-go.
Water coming from?
Austin took a piss.
You really? You're lying.
We're putting you down on this side first.
I'm not getting any older. That's the thing. Video it.
We have the PEX strewn about. It's no longer sunny, but yeah. And the fiber we're using is multi-mode Aqua 50 micron LC terminated. What? What? Yeah, we'll do that in a second. And mule tape. Mule tape is very slippery shit for pulling a wire through conduit, which he's gonna do. Yeah, like that. Into these holes right yonder. Looks like you're riding a big ass goat. All right, so we're gonna pull those out, pull it out as far as we can, lay them out onto the driveway, and then do the same thing with the electrical. All right, so this is where we're at now. We have the electrical and mule tape in one PVC pipe that's closest to the wall inside. I should probably point the camera where I'm talking at, right there. And then the two blue lines, those are PEX. It's gonna be for water and air. Those will not be in conduit. So, going all the way down, I just need to get my fiber through the electrical conduit here. And then, actually, I don't know that we need to. But regardless, gonna get the fiber through the electrical conduit and then run it through. It'll be ran alongside the electrical, so we'll get started on that now. Yeah, that's good. All right, so this is where we got a little cat. We got the fiber strewn down there, both PEX lines, air and water. We got the 2-aught, 2-aught, 2-aught 4 electrical wire, service entry rated SER 2224, and got the driveway at least accessible again. That is just outrageously muddy. I'm gonna really enjoy cleaning that. It's gonna be exciting. But yeah, all the lines down there, 36 inches down. This is what I should have done from the get-go, but I have no idea what I'm doing still. But yeah, all right, so that's down in there, and it all comes up in here, right yonder. And it's kind of neat because whenever I didn't think things through, I went to go, oh, that's a little tight. Whenever I went to go put the mule tape in, my buddy Eddie just told me to use a leaf blower and blow it through, and it worked perfectly. So yeah, one thing at a time, we're getting there. But all right, that's gonna not sum this up. I'll show filling all this back in and then drilling a hole through the side of my house. That should be fun too. So it's a few days later now, and we have all the stuff kind of filled in, just where it was, where we left it. And we're getting gravel delivered, so 1 inch minus all the way up the road to somewhat make a crown. And he was able to get up to the corner before he ran out, so he's getting more. Gonna take it from the corner down there, up the road, and basically just stop right here. And then whatever remains, he's just gonna put right there. So should look pretty decent up here after that's done. And then once we have Jake's skid steer here, we can spread all this dirt and get the place looking decent. Be real nice. Oh, and I've yet to drill a hole inside of my house, so that will come soon. But it needs to stop raining, because every time it rains, it fills up my trench and frogs hop in there. So all right, he'll be here in a minute. Blake, what are you sniffing? What are you sniffing? Sniff. Sniff. Sniff something. Just sniff it. Sniff it. Yes, good girl. GoPro, stop recording. All right, sounds like he's slowing down in front of my house out there, so I'll set this up in the corner and watch it go. Right, Blake? Right, Blake? Yep, he came in at like Mach 4 delivering this gravel and did it perfectly. These guys definitely know what they're doing. Nice and smooth. So this is called 1 inch minus, meaning the rock is 1 inch and anything below it is what gets sent in the load. So Oh, this feels great. Nice and smooth. It's like the next weekend. We now have a Bobcat. That's Jake's. We're gonna move all that dirt from right there onto that other pile, and he's gonna make everything smooth. the only one that knows what he's doing around here. So I just finished caulking around the entire inside of the shop. So I probably should have thought about that beforehand. But once Austin is done installing the pad out yonder, Brad just concreted it, or laid the concrete for the pad. And once all those guys are done doing their things, then we're gonna turn our attention to this. So I gotta get the dirt out of there and then drill a hole through the side of it. Brad installed the concrete pad. Austin put a hole in the side of the building.
You have a smaller flathead.
Yes, I do. You guys in there?
You got it?
You see me?
Ryan?
Do you see me?
You ready? Shut that water off out there, Mike.
Alright.
You got it?
Hello. Okay, this is where we have left off. You got the PVC. I had an extra piece of 1-inch aluminum conduit that was already 90'd that goes up into the flower bed, just in case I ever need to run electrical out there for lights or whatever the wife wants. The PEX B for the water line and the air line that's gonna come between the house and the shop. Service entry rated 2224 cable, and then the fiber. The fiber will go up into the network rack. This is atrocious. I'll make it look pretty at some point. But where that wire is gonna go right there, is up along the rafters and then into this panel here that the previous owner already ran for the 200 amp subservice that was gonna be ran to his shop. So yeah, it's pretty well ready. I just gotta tie it down in there and then it'll be ready to go. All right, I'm gonna go show you the shop, the progress that has been made. It's definitely getting cold outside. It's like 42 degrees right now. Very chilly. So I have extension cords running between here and there, which is kind of Hoosier, but it's doing the job. I got the panel in. This is where everything comes up. Got two 6'2" sets of cable. I'm learning how to bend conduit. I'm not so great at it yet, but figuring it out. 90 and then a 90 up. And then those both will go to those two knockouts. So it looks pretty decent. And Austin, he was able to do all of this. Actually, he was able to do all of this. So him and Ryan made it look like it was easy. It looks real decent. They got all the registers installed. So now I'm in the process of getting lights. So there's going to be a total of 12 lights, 6 on each side. And yeah, everything's going to come from here. And got the main trunk here that's going to supply 4 receptacles per 2 gang, and pretty much do all that. So all right, well that's going to end this video. This thing's already getting long, so, and it's getting cold, so the amount of work that's getting done is becoming less and less, especially with the day job getting busier and busier. So all right, well that's going to sum this up. Hopefully in the next video I have the lights are in and I can close these doors and turn the heat on.